Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. For the Atlanta Hawks earlier this season, they were the winning team in the last matchup against Philadelphia. That was a great game for them, getting their first win in the season series.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against a defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. Teague out there with Little General. And it's Carroll in at the 3 spot. Carter Williams kicks to Vernado. No good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Well, you hate to say it, but they showed a lack of heart at the defensive end in losing that game. Just no effort.
You know, I know the fans don't want to hear it, but you're exactly right. There was no energy, no assertiveness, no aggressiveness. The defense was just lifeless. It's not a night that they're going to look back on fondly.
Now Roten. Jeff Teague missing from long range. Carter Williams kicks to Roten. Back to Carter Williams. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 11. Here's Vernado, and the layup's good off the glass.
There they go, finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Teague kicks to Millsap. Down low, Little General takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Little General's got his first basket of the night. 76ers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
The Sixers are certainly looking to build something special on the court. And to that end, they're planning to build a new 55,000 square foot practice facility close by at the Navy Yard.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on a game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him. He said Horford's just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin will see if they have what it takes.
All right, Doris. Now here's Carter Williams. He's coming off a 19-point game against Utah. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Thompson right side. Now the dish to Roten. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Hawks leading. Teague the pass to Carroll. Here's Little General. Knocked loose. Thompson outside. He feeds it to Carter Williams. Pass to Roten. Back to Carter Williams. Passes to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Thompson's got his first points of the game. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. The shot's good from Little General. Philadelphia with the ball, trailing by 2. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Well, they heaved up a lot of ill-advised three-pointers in that loss. Guys, they were way too trigger-happy from downtown.
Yeah, and that's not the area on the court where you want to be forcing shots from. Heck, you were a great three-point shooter, and you know that, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, it comes and goes, but you can't just rely on that when things aren't going your way.
Now here's Teague. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Little General. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. For Philadelphia, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And here is Carter Williams, averaging 18 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the pass to Roten. Buries the long-range jumper. Roten's got 6.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Nerlens Noel checks in for the 76ers.
And checking out some numbers for Carter Williams. His stats have been pretty good the last few weeks. You can see he's Showing up as one of the premier performers in the league. He's putting up 17 points a game, 8 assists and 4 rebounds. And he really brings that offensive firepower to this team. Finding ways to score is his specialty.
Yeah, that's his identity, Steve, among other contributions, obviously. But the ability to make plays that put up points, that's a major weapon in his arsenal.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Roten with it. He has 6. Noel sets a screen for Roten. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Yeah, shoddy defense there. Far too slow to react on the closeouts.
Pass to Little General. Fires for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Thompson outside. He dishes it to Vernado. Carter Williams kicks to Roten. Back to Carter Williams. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. The 19-foot shot, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Thompson comes with the double team. Here's Millsap. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor. Well, Paul Millsap has said he doesn't feel undersized anymore with the way the league is going, but more emphasis now on spreading the floor so Millsap fits in easier. He can always find somebody to guard.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Teague the pass to Little General. Picked by Horford. Back to Teague. Fires from deep. And it's Noel with the rebound.
And for Millsap, frankly, his height has really never been an issue. I mean, this is a guy who was a big-time rebounder throughout his days in college. But even though he's only 6'7", that 7-foot wingspan helps, and he's strong enough to hold his own with most forwards in the league.
Now Roten. Jeff Teague missing from long range. Carter Williams with another miss. The Hawks trail by 3. Teague the pass to Little General. Millsap a screen on Thompson. Back to Teague. There's the triple. The rebound by Roten. No question, guys, that Millsap can rebound and defend the power forward position with the best of them.
Yeah, you remember he led the NCAA in rebounding all 3 of his seasons at Louisiana Tech. So this guy has a nose for the ball.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Here's Teague. And it's Noel with the rebound.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Roten dishes to Carter Williams. Roten with it. Now guarded by the Little General. Carter Williams kicks to Roten. Thompson passes to Carter Williams. Sinks the triple. And now an 8-point Philadelphia lead. Teague with the ball. And yes, sir, that one drops. And so the first quarter. And we welcome you back. Back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with teams making substitutions here. Philadelphia leading by 13. Michael Carter Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Jarvis Vernado. Then there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Back to Carter Williams. Clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. First trip to the line for him here. That free throw good from Carter Williams.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second. Getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And, you know, this lead is going to grow if they can continue to get to the free throw line.
Tony Roten, he's checked in for Elliott Williams. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. Number 5, the Hawks.
You know, I don't think all the time that defensive-minded teams get the credit they deserve. And sometimes I think that teams like this aren't as exciting to watch. But you know what? It's effective. Limiting your opponent's points goes a long way towards giving you the results you're looking for.
And there's the foul against Philadelphia. For Atlanta, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And for the season, guys, they're about 73% from the line, so kind of a mediocre shooting club.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
We talk so much about how valuable expiring contracts and draft picks are in terms of building a team, but one thing that gets overlooked is just how important having a player on a good contract can be. It opens up so many possibilities for a team.
Passes it to Little General. In the corner, Bazemore with it. To the wing on the left. Here's Little General. Millsap trying to get open. No good from Little General.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Roten dishes to Noel. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Excellent game we've seen from Tony Roten. He has 15 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
The Hawks trail by 17. Now the pass to Little General. Millsap a screen. Goes up off the pick. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Well, I tell you what, it was the good pick that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slam.
Here's Roten. Good work defensively by Millsap.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Little General. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Little General's got 6 in the quarter. 59 seconds left in the first half. Carter Williams kicks to Thompson. That's good from Roten on the assist by Thompson. And that's now 19 points for Roten.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Millsap a screen. Down low. Here's Carroll. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Well, here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust. His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
The Hawks trail by 15. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Millsap a screen. Here's Little General. Pulls up from the corner. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Well, the score has a lot to do with that, Clark. Just based on that, you'd think the rebounding gap would be huge.
The 76ers have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. The free throw drops for Roten.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
Here's Little General. 14 points for him. The 3. A dominating first half of basketball.
Well, obviously things have not gone your way to this point, at least for the first 2 quarters. How are you guys going to get back in this one?
I mean, switching sides is going to help for sure.
Okay, pay attention so we can cover some stuff. We're capable of much better.
And second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. A fantastic game from Tony Roten in this one.
Well, he shot his share of free throws, that's for sure. I mean, he got to the line, drew contact, and you love getting to the free throw line. Easy points if you can get them.
Steve, I think they may have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one player. I mean, he's drawing a lot of fouls on guys.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. Little General out there with Teague, and it's Carroll